A good Tuesday afternoon, everyone. Roger Hill with the VELCO Weather Hazards Outlook. One big swirl. We have this area of low pressure here that's located kind of extended from Montana with the center of low pressure over northern portions of South Dakota, right on the North Dakota line there. And you can see a big arc. This is an occluded front that goes into a warm front and then a cold front that hangs to the south. Lots of thunderstorm activity, a lot of severe weather, almost a daily uptick in severe weather. It's been just taking place day after day with this kind of setup right here. Drier air a feet off the Gulf of Mexico, colder air aloft, and spinning up mesoscale vorticity and basically supercell thunderstorms. And indeed, this is now run out pretty far ahead into parts of the Great Lakes. For us, though, this ridge of higher pressure is really driving our weather. And this is the last day. Unfortunately, this is going to be a big wet stretch of weather, and it's going to last basically into early next week without a whole lot of let up. So enjoy the rest of today. That is the best insight. We do have a little bit of thunderstorm activity. That's going to be the only impactful weather with a few lightning strikes. These will be sporadic or sparse, maybe some moderate bursts. Best chances will be later in the afternoon. For tomorrow, Wednesday, these will be tracking in basically from northwest to southeast and likely embedded within a lot of rain shower activity. And that's going to be the case going into the next quite a few days. Looking at the temperature levels here, we see the warm weather being pushed out basically to the south and east of the region, with the large circulation around this area of low pressure here really dictating the temperatures in parts of a good portion of the western U.S. And we have basically warmer weather that's trying to make it, and for one of the better days here in the northeast United States, of course, that's going to be erased, and we're going to be under the gun with a lot of wet weather thereafter. On the left-hand side, we have the European deterministic, and on the right-hand side, we have the GFS deterministic as well. Big arc, main circulation, kind of a ridge of higher pressure at surface, kind of working its way sort of southeast from Hudson Bay. This is the only really decent day of this entire stretch of this outlook. You can see the reasons why. Here comes the showers. This is about 8 o'clock in the morning. Starts to make inroads in the southern parts of Vermont and eventually all of Vermont. This is going to be pushing in, and once it's with us, and it's not going to let up very much. This is going into Wednesday night. And then on Thursday, we have this little system here that's going to stream on through. So lesser amounts of precipitation in terms of rainfall for sure, just a few scattered showers until this next system pushes on in. This is what's going to develop for Thursday night into the day on Friday. And then that pulls away. We have another weather system dropping in. Little bit of a break here in the action on Saturday morning, but more showers are trying to work back in. Saturday is going to be the least amount of precipitation. Now looking at the GFS, you can see where showers are working back into the region. And then on Sunday, well, we're back to basically conditions that'll support damp, drizzly, showery conditions, and a little bit on the cooler side as well. Now, going beyond into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week, here comes another storm system. Now, note this. We do have temperatures aloft cold enough to support snow, and maybe we'll get some sort of mountaintop snowfall here, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal. I don't see a huge worry right now. This is a long ways out, and this is beyond the outlook period. So, but wet weather is just not going to let up anytime soon. The GFS ensemble plume, you can see that we have dry weather up until tomorrow morning, and then it's wet. A couple small breaks, but boy, oh boy, it's a lot of noise in the machine. This continues to be pretty much rainfall. So looking at the total amount of QPF, you can see it's almost incrementally up to about 1.6 inches according to the GFS ensemble here. Now we have one shot of some embedded thunderstorm activity. This would be with these higher dew points that will be advecting into the region late in the day on Wednesday. And then really no other worries. It's just going to be showery conditions and, of course, precipitation type. You might note a little bit of snow chances here, but for the most part, it's pretty much all. So what about the amounts here? We're looking at probably 1.5 to 2 inches, mostly in the New York side. Roughly about an inch. This is a ½ inch, and this is a quarter of an inch. So up to the north, far less precipitation across portions of eastern Canada. Climate Reanalyzer shows 2-meter temperatures currently above normal, but a lot of this cooler air is going to be working eastward, really starting during the day tomorrow. And weighted temperatures over the next 5 days of high temperatures, you can see will be running anywhere from around about 6 to 9 degrees below our climatology. That's it from here. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights. Thanks for watching.